Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the most must-see podcast here in the NJSSL. Welcome to the Cutting Redge. As always, I'm your host, Reg, and with me today is one of the top defensive ends in the history of NJSSL. He is a man who leads the league in sacks almost every season, or is one of the most top players on the defensive line. He is coming off a huge 28-0 victory over Ash. No, you're on Ash Research Clinic. What team did you beat? Timeless Creations. Right? Is that
Yep,
who it was?
timeless.
I think it
Yep.
was Timeless Creations. Yeah. He is none other than Yasir Rizvi. Yasir, assalamu alaikum, brother. How are you?
Walaikum salam, Raj. How are you doing?
Good, man. Good. Alhamdulillah. How does it feel to have such a dominant win this past week? Granted, over a crippled team, but it was a huge
Um,
win.
Honestly, I think it's part of the whole like 3 wins consecutively, getting a streak. I think that's what more important than uh, our win last week. It was the last 3 weeks actually that we've been dominating with the
Mm-hmm.
zero like points against us scored in last 3 games. That's what more important than um, the last week performance without ZJ. Of course,
Of course.
yeah, we're not too proud of that, but we needed that for the point differential, and for stat pad. Why not? Um,
100%.
yeah, and that's the whole NJSSL thing. Like, not everybody's gonna be available every week. There's gonna be times. In fact, like I was out last week too. I just heard like we dominated them on the field, but I wasn't surprised because like our team is just that good.
That it is. That it is. If you remember, I ranked you guys to win the whole thing at the beginning of
Yeah,
the season. So
yeah,
you can't let me down.
yeah.
But no, 100%. We're at the end of the season now, and it has been a wild ride. Motherland ended up taking the top spot. What's your thoughts on that team, and how do you anticipate defeating a team like Motherland?
I think it all starts with their QB. Their
Hmm.
QB in Farhan he's the top. I mean, him, ZJ, Taha, like they're all like, up there in my opinion. Like they all can throw, run. They have like with rushing or receiving, like they can do both. So
Hmm.
when they have such an elite quarterback, and then they have weapons like Adi, Alisha, Heather, Mustafa. So I mean, it makes them like a really dominant, um, offensively dominant team. But I mean, surprisingly, they've been actually doing really good defensively as well because of the same players. Obviously, like they're all like elite athletes in NJSSL, and I
Good
think
on both
that's
sides of
like
the
playing a big
field on the field. Yeah.
play a big part. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. No, I mean they've definitely played really well this entire season. They're obviously the team to beat, and people thought that Timeless Creations was going to be the number two team and getting that number two seed. But with your win this past week over them, you snuck into that two seed. On your team, who do you think most of that credit has to go to, and why is his name Yasir Rizvi?
Like from our team, I think from last week's win, I think Shabber and
Yeah.
Taha were the prominent like standouts. Um,
No, I mean this entire
'Cause
season for your team.
oh, for this entire season, I mean, it's hard to judge because Ali Bangash, who's arguably the best running back in NJSSL, he missed the first 2 games that we lost. And then
Hmm.
after that, when he was back, we won every single game. Like, this
Hmm.
cannot be a coincidence. Like,
Right.
it's like Eagles missing Saquon and, trying to win the Super Bowl. Like, that's not going to happen.
So Ali Bungish is the
Obviously,
Saquon of our league, huh?
100%, 100%. And I think like this like our team Ash research, they remind me a lot like last year's Eagles. Like there's a lot of similarities. We got a quarterback who has a chip on his shoulder, like he's there to prove to everybody that why he's like he should be like included in the top 2, 3, 4 quarterbacks out there in NJSSL. And We got running back who's like arguably the best one. We got some veteran receivers like in Yasir Rizvi and Shupper's been playing really good. Um,
Mhm.
Meesam has been surprisingly like he's been
Phenomenal.
playing really good too. Yeah. So and then we got of course we got HK, Ken as tight end. So we got a I think we got a really good hungry team, and
Mhm.
we're outcasts in a way. Like nobody likes um, like uh, like a lot of the people who are playing in our team, nobody wanted them. The likes of Ken or Taki, but we basically believed in them, and they've been proving everybody wrong. Like
Yeah,
this
you
is gonna
found
be
a
the
way to get
first
your
time.
team together.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. And we have really good like really good leadership, and like Zuhair Rizvi, like my brother, he's been really good. Like as like basically Shaber, Taha, like these guys have been like really good. Like in terms of leadership, you're gonna see like no locker room drama in our team at all because
Mm.
everybody's on the same page. Like we're there to just to win.
It,
We're
it,
not there to like count minutes, or we're not
yeah.
there to just like get snaps. Like we're there to win, like no
it,
matter what happens.
it, it sounds like it took a few games, but your team finally found their footing together and found their chemistry. All right. So there is a rumor that Safir was actually supposed to play the season, and that he was actually supposed to be taken instead of you for your team. But because he was ended up not playing the season, they took you. What do you have to say about that?
I mean, he is bigger than me. He's younger than me. So if I were to pick a Rizvi for a defensive end or for a lineman, I would pick him over me any day.
There you go.
But again, I mean, you can really replace experience. I have played more seasons than him. So I like if I were to bet on like either of us, I would bet on me because I'm just like I'm wild.
There you go.
I'm also a middle child too. So I've been I've been wild all my life. So
There,
that
there you go.
experience
And,
counts.
and nobody should possibly stop you because you're the middle child. That's the story of Baba Yaga. Okay, so
Yep,
that makes
that's
sense. That makes sense.
yeah. Baba Yaga was basically it's my on field persona. Like everybody should fear it at least.
Everyone should fear
Like
Baba Yaga.
yeah.
Both off the field and on the field, everyone should fear Baba
Of
Excellent.
course, yeah.
So listen. So now the first game is gonna for the playoffs is gonna be Advanced Dental Clinic versus Timeless Creations after you guys have defeated Timeless.
Yep.
So what? How does Timeless avoid losing in this game? Or do you
Um,
think there's any scenario where Timeless loses?
so I don't think Timeless. I think Timeless has a 70-30 chance of winning this game because of ZJ being back, Mosin, who's right now their top defensive and offensive player. He's gonna be back for the game. Then they have Shay, Ray, Rayan. So they
Mm-hmm.
have a lot of
A lot
young
of guys.
talent, young fast talent. Like I think their team is probably the most like fastest in terms of like young fast players.
Yeah.
So I think as long as they can control Mehdi, they should be good. Like I think that's the only player on advanced dental that kind of scares me. I playing against like Mehdi can be that X factor in a game, and that's what happened against us. Like
They beat you
literally,
guys, didn't they?
it was a neck to neck 0-0 game,
Yeah.
and then Mehdi ran a 90-yard
Rushing.
rushing touchdown, and that was it. Like
Yeah.
that's how they got their win. So and like I think if they can avoid that, if they can avoid the mistakes, that like everybody else made against Advanced Dental, they should be all set.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll see. How does the rest of Advanced Dental? What do they need to do to at least stay neck and neck in this game? They can't just rely on Mehdi Joffrey. It's not a one person game, right?
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
tag on it.
so one prop that I give to Advanced Dental is they have a really good line. Of course, led by Dubs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if they can give Adil some extra time and they can focus on short plays like getting those first downs, I think they have a good chance because they need to. One good thing about NJSSL is that the clock doesn't stop until it hits the 2 minute mark.
Hmm.
So you can literally eat up a lot of the time, have long drives, and achieve the same exact result what you
Hmm.
would have with a 80-yard run or a 90-yard
Right.
run. So you need to just eat up time. They need to be very good with like clock management. They need to understand like you cannot. So they're better off keeping the ball even if they don't score than to give it to ZJ and have him throw the ball or run the ball.
Yeah. Basically, my biggest concern for Advanced Dental is that despite them having a good line, they're just going to make boneheaded plays. And they're just, the guys aren't going to run the routes properly. They're going to have bad passes. They're going to try and do these short, like these funny, like, jet sweeps and runs. And, we've seen all season that unless it's Mehdi Joffrey doing it, it just does not work. And even with Mehdi, like only sometimes it works, So this is just a shout out to Advanced Dental. Like, listen, you guys need to properly prepare for this game. Abbas Nathani, don't be an idiot. Don't run to the sidelines. It's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Who else is on that team that doesn't know what they're doing?
Qasim Rizvi, their first round pick.
Yeah,
He's really good when it comes to like short, curls, out
yep.
routes, like anything on the sideline. He's really good at like tiptoeing in. So
Well,
I mean I do. That's why I'm giving them 30% chance because
yeah.
the only thing they're missing, unfortunately, is a good quarterback, right? A
Well,
seasoned quarterback,
so then
and
Adil needs to become prepared for this game. I mean, he needs to find like 3 or 4 plays that he's going to find a way to make it work. So Adil, if you're watching
I
this,
mean
no
I
excuses
think
this
he
week.
needs to
But
he needs to show up first because it's been at least 3 weeks or 4 weeks that I've
he's not
seen
been
him.
there.
I don't know. I wasn't there last week. I don't know if he showed up for that last game. But other than that, like he's been out. I think first game he got injured against us, and
Hmm.
then he's been out. So they've been like looking desperate, starting Qasim as QB or starting on as
Yeah.
QB. They've been struggling basically. Um, but I mean, if Adil's back, he's got Mehdi on his team, who's taller than any defensive player on ZJ's team, so he can
Hmm.
just give him the balls that are out of reach of everybody else, and that should be their advantage. Like they don't have
Yeah.
anybody who's tall enough who can compete against or go against Mehdi J 101.
AJ. Yeah, as long as the accuracy is there, then that should be doable. And it only
Yeah,
will take one or two
again, it
big
comes to
plays.
like short, accurate passes, quick
Yeah.
passes. You don't have to run like long routes. No, I mean, I shouldn't say nobody, but like a lot of QBs in NJSSL cannot throw long balls, and that's okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be like
Yeah.
long deep ball. It needs to be just like accurate throws, and then make things happen. Like slowly just move the chains.
So who do you ultimately have for this game? You have Timeless.
Yeah, I think Timeless is gonna win this one, and they're
Final
gonna
score.
they're gonna go against us in the semis.
Final score for this game.
Final score, I would say, is I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. It's gonna be
Shocking.
at least 21-7 or 21-14. I would say
I'm gonna say it's gonna be 17-0. I don't.
17-0.
I think that the Advanced Dental is going to absolutely blow this one. They're going to get obliterated. They're going to show everyone why everyone thought they were the worst team, and that they just got lucky on week one.
The only person that I actually believe in is their offensive coordinator, aka their O lineman,
Dubs.
Dubs. He called really good plays, and he's the reason that why Wali has a ring like last week with
That's
Falcons,
correct. That's
right?
fair, but that was a much better team.
That was a much better team, but again, they have an X factor like Mehdi J, so
Amazing.
you
Yeah.
never know.
True.
Maybe he gets a pick six, or maybe he gets that one lucky pass and he runs it all the
We'll
way.
see what happens. We'll
So
see
I think they might be able to score one touchdown. So that's why I'm giving them
the benefit.
21-7. You know,
Oh, fair
yeah,
enough. Fair enough.
yeah,
Let's talk about the other game. That's going to be SNS Motorsports versus MyFin Journey. So this is the 4 and 5, or yeah, 4 and 5 seeds. So SNS Motorsports, as far as I know, should be in full should have full power, full strength coming
yeah,
into this game. So
yeah.
I think that's going to be a big X factor. I think they should be able to come away with this MyFin team that has just been all over the place from the start. What are your thoughts on this game and both of these teams?
Um, I'm I mean, I'm envisioning a blowout, honestly, because if SNS is there, like in all their glory, basically with Irtaza, Hussein, ZM, Zuhaib,
Yeah.
if they have all their players, I think it's gonna be a blowout, like no doubt about it. Um, but again, I mean, Shazan is like Shazan is my younger brother, 6. So if they can pull it together, if they can run the ball efficiently like how they have been with Wali, or if they can finally start using Jaffa the right way, they might have like a small chance. But I think it's an 80-20 chance that SNS is gonna take it.
Yeah, I think the problem is that team is just an absolute toss up, like they can be half decent on a given week or they can be the worst team ever, worse than even Advanced Dental on a given day.
Yeah,
And I just don't know what we're gonna get. There's no way to predict it. But I do know that SNS, especially with Hussein in there, is gonna be hungry for victory.
yeah.
They have developed more and more chemistry as the season's gone on. I have full faith in them. What do you think of their quarterback, Shiraz?
I mean, I've seen him throw. Shiraz, he's got a good arm.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, not gonna lie, Fardeen has a good arm too. So both quarterbacks are playing QB for the first time in
In
this
the
league,
season, yeah.
right? They both have really good like pass accuracy, I would say,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't have like good reads, in my opinion. Like
Mm,
their first read or whatever they decide in the huddle, they go with that regardless.
yeah.
They don't have like a second read or third read. Like they don't have a, how Farhan always has a dump off
Yeah.
in Mus. He's always like waiting at the 5 yard line or a 7 yard line, and he's just waiting. If Farhan is ever in trouble, like he just dumps the ball to Heather or Mus.
Yeah, or
They
Mosid or
don't
something.
have they don't have a they don't have a like plan B ready ever.
Yeah,
So that's the only thing. Like if his top receivers are covered, then they're kind of screwed,
yeah,
right? So I think that's the only thing I can think of. But it should be a good competition. I think it's a very good matchup, like in terms of like QB ability for both teams. But I mean, I think Hossein is the X factor,
he
right?
is. What do you
And
have as the final score for this game?
I think it's gonna be a 14-0,
14-0.
10
Interesting.
to 0, or 14-0.
Okay. Fair
Yeah,
enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I think I'll give my Finns some chance. I'm gonna say probably the final score is gonna be 14-7. 14-7. I
14-7.
think they're gonna probably find a
Okay.
way to put one drive together, but we'll see what happens. That Volley Mezza can go off at any time. So we'll give him
Yeah,
credit. Yeah. But
I
but
mean,
we'll
Wali
see.
pretty much has been carried for the last two
three,
seasons,
three seasons.
including the
Well, the Ram
soccer
season
season.
too, probably, right?
Ramsey, he has that butt catch is the only highlight that I can
That's
remember.
it. Other
Yeah,
than that, I don't remember him doing much.
yeah,
Fair enough, fair enough. So basically, what we're learning this season is that Vali, even though he was basically, I think he was MVP last year, is basically gone off the now the opposite. Nobody has any faith in Vali this
I
year.
think it got to his head, MVP, because
Maybe,
after that he played soccer where he was carried,
yeah.
not by me, but like the likes
The
of me.
rest of the team, sure.
Yeah, but
Fair enough.
in this season, like they're hanging by a thread. Like they're what, fourth seed, fifth seed,
Yeah,
but
15.
um, but I mean, it's everybody makes playoffs.
Hundred
That's why
percent.
they're in the playoffs.
There you go. So, inshallah, we'll see what happens. It should be a good game, that's for sure. Yasser, what other thoughts do you have of this season, or what else do you want to get off your chest? I know you want to, maybe call out a few people for the things that they have said or done this past
I
season.
don't want to call out nobody, because this season, the only thing I want to say is there's a few people who impressed me a lot, and I
Mm,
think Fazan Razi is one of them for sure,
sure.
because Fazan was like not even in the picture until last season. Like, yeah, he was there, like, yeah, but this
He was a
season
non-factor.
he stepped up. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So And now with Nabil being injured, they're gonna have to rely on him getting sacks a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he got any sacks last week, but him and me and Nabil, we were all tied for 5 sacks each this season. Um, I'm a little disappointed by Akbar this year, even though he was captain. Maybe like too much pressure on him. But Akbar, I remember, got like 12 sacks one season too. Like I think that was
Hmm.
in
That first
Cowboys.
season on the Titans, I think, right?
Yeah, yeah, Titans or Cowboys, or maybe everybody just took him lightly
Yeah.
because like he was just a new guy, and now
Hmm.
everybody's actually like, like putting their good
Effort on him.
linemen on them. That's why
Hmm.
he's not getting any sacks. I don't know, but whatever the reason is, he needs to step up because as far as I see, like timeless creations do not have a line, or I mean, again, I mean they do have a line, but it's not like it. It's not very effective, I guess.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I mean, their center can catch. Age like Ali Musfi, he can actually catch. Like he's
He's
one of
good.
their. Yeah, I think I've seen the chemistry between ZJ and Ali Musfi. It's good.
Yeah.
So
And even more
that's
than that,
another.
Shark, like I think that game that Shark was quarterback, he just went to him every time. I think it was like
Exactly.
he had
Yeah,
like five,
that
six
one
passes.
touchdown, right? That
Yeah,
I
yeah, and
think
the touchdown.
that's what I was thinking about too. And even in the last game, I saw ZJ, like when he looked around. I think his first read is always like his center. But again, if the center leaks, then you don't have much protection.
Yeah.
So it's a win lose situation. But
Excellent, excellent. Who else do you want to give
working for
shout out
them.
to, if anybody? Because if not, I have plenty of guys that I want to give 2 cents.
I think we should start with yours because I didn't do a lot of homework with mine. But if you call out some people, I can chime in.
All right, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. All right, so first off, we're gonna start with my Fin journey. Mehdi Raza, you came on this podcast to tell everybody that your team finally got it together. Well, where the hell is your team, my guy? You're busy, sleeping. That's what you're doing. You're arguing with each other. You're sleeping. You got no good plays. I mean, my Fin journey. Figure out a way to get your team together. You've had all season to do this, and every week it's starting to be like you're getting worse and worse. You
Yeah.
started off bad, you were good in the middle, and then you just tanked at the end. So I have nothing to expect out of you other than tanking this week and maybe getting one lucky play. So that's what I got to say about my Fin journey. Advanced Dental, you already heard me have to talk about them. Although you got to get your game together. NQ, you got to NQ especially. You got to get your game together. You used to be a top defensive player. You've been absent all season. You might as well just sit on the bench, NQ. In fact, NQ, you should just stay on the bench this entire game because that's how you will benefit your team. Okay. So next team is who I want to talk about is Timeless. Timeless. I don't have much bad to say about you because I think last week you got destroyed, but most of your team wasn't there, so can't really say much. But hopefully you have at least part of your team there. I mean, I think Akbar, the important thing for you to realize as a captain is you got to draft a team that shows up. But actually, your team has showed up for the most part. So I don't really have much to say bad about you guys, other than if you lose this game, then you will be officially probably the worst, biggest disappointment team in NJSSL in the history of NJSSL. And then who else is left? What's the last game? SNS. SNS Motorsports. I think that you always have hope, and I have full faith in you to put up a good fight. I think that you will. I think that SNS actually, if they win, they're gonna probably face Motherland. I think that without
They can beat
Nabil,
them.
they could beat Motherland. I
Yeah,
think they could
yeah.
definitely put up a good fight and
With
beat
full
them.
force,
But
with Irtaza being there and Hussein being there
mm-hmm.
and ZM playing QB, I think they got a chance. But
Yeah, or even if
but I
Strauss
mean,
plays QB. I mean, we'll see what happens.
yeah,
But I
yeah.
think that they definitely could put
If
up a
they're
fight.
set on their QB, then sure, why not?
Yeah,
But I think they can take Motherland.
yeah. No, I
Especially
agree. I
with
think.
Nabil being gone, like you have to understand the significance because Nabil is he's a big baller, right? When it comes to NJSSL football, right? He's one of the top linemen. He's one of the top defensive like edge rusher.
Mm-hmm.
So if you take him away, it makes a huge difference. Now they have a hole in their O line and D line. Like
Mm-hmm.
now you need something to fill that, and you don't have enough players like Iman Sheikh or I don't even know. I think Iman Sheikh.
Just him and Faison.
Him and Fadan. That's it.
That's it. That's
And
it.
Fadan's playing center. So who's on the other line? Ali
Well,
Jafri.
I
Like,
guess we'll see.
come on. Yeah,
Well,
you can't really expect much from your 8, 9, 10 round picks, right?
mhm.
So that makes a big difference. Now, either they have to put somebody like Heather, who can, who's good at everything. So Heather can play line, or he can help out as a tight end, or I don't know, whatever the case may be. But now they have a big hole. Like now the QB needs protection.
Yeah.
He's not gonna have all the time in the world like how he did before. So that's gonna be a big, disadvantage.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. Well,
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. I think it's going to be, my prediction is that it's actually going to be an SNS Motorsports Ash Research Clinic final. And I think Ash Research Clinic is going to take it. And,
Yeah.
so an early congratulations, my friend.
Thank you, thank you. Eagles won last year. I was really happy, but I think I'll be more happy if my team wins.
There
And
you
this
go.
is going to be my second ring for
After the
football.
Rams, right?
I've got 2 soccer rings and 1 football ring from the first season, but I'm looking for and me and Shabbar, we decided because we're playing basketball together too next season
Mm-hmm.
in D2 in Dal Chawal team. So now we decided that when we win this one, right?
You have to win that one.
Then we're gonna have 1 soccer ring, 1 football ring back to back, and then when we win the D2 next season, right? Then we're gonna have a three-peat.
There
So
you
after
go.
that, we can die in peace. We can retire. Like I can have that engraved on my
Yeah.
grave.
There you
I'll
go.
be, I'll
Nobody
be,
can
I'll
ever
be,
take that
yeah,
away from you.
yeah, exactly. Bragging rights for days, like literally. So I'll be
Mm,
set.
There you go, Yasser. You have a very fulfilling career ahead of you. You just gotta finish strong with these next couple of games.
Yeah.
All right, Yasser, my friend. It was wonderful having you on the podcast, my man.
Thank you
Um,
so much for giving me time.
of
Uh,
course, of course, of course.
yeah, but
In,
yeah, it's gonna be
inshallah, we'll
fun.
do it again soon. Inshallah, we'll do it again
Yeah, yeah,
soon.
for sure.
And in the meantime, best of luck, congratulations, and best luck to all the teams this week. Until then, see you next time, my friends.
Yeah.